What up guys, it's Chris. Here it is early in the morning. I am uploading my first video in a long time.
Voiceover on.
And
double tap to open.
Sorry about that. You hear my dog playing with her bowl over there. What I'm going to be doing today is showing you Apple Music. And a lot of people have not used Apple Music. They're not quite sure what it is exactly. And so I'm going to briefly explain it here. So Apple Music is kind of like a music streaming service. So like your Pandora or Spotify or Songza or whatever service you use. But there are a few differences and I'm going to show them to you.
Music. Double tap to open.
So Apple Music is built into the Music app. When you first update to iOS 8.4, I believe is what has Apple Music. It's either 8.3 or 8.4. But as long as you're updated to the newest iOS software, you will have Apple Music. And the first time you launch Apple Music, it will ask you a couple of things. It will tell you that you have a 3-month subscription period. Afterwards, your credit card on file will be charged whatever plan you choose. The single plan is $9 a month. I think it's $10 a month. And the family plan, to where you get up to 6 people, which is what I use because I have people in my family sharing, is $14 a month. So I'm going to show you really quick what you get.
Music. Double tap to open. Selected. For you. Tab 1 of 5.
So I'm going to go across the tabs, and the first tab you get is the For You tab. Now Apple has actually hired hundreds of people to do what's called human curation. When you back when you had iTunes Radio, you had algorithms paying attention to what you listen to, what music is in your library, and it chooses what you want for you. But human curation, you have people whose job is to sit behind computers and make these playlists that they recommend to you. And so I'm just going to go through a few of them. Some of them are great. I mean, they're spot on, but some of them not so much.
Triumphant HIPHOP Beats, Volume 1, Monster Bangers for Ruling the World. Playlist by Apple Music HIPHOP, button. Intro to R. Kelly, enter the sexy zone of Chicago's master of moves between the sheets. Playlist by Apple Music R&B, button. Easy listening HIPHOP, zone out to these breezy beats, or listen closer for messages ranging from love to violence. Playlist by Apple Music HIPHOP, play. Activate item, default action.
And one feature I'm going to show you is, I like this playlist, but I don't necessarily want to stream it at work. So I'm going to go ahead and double tap and hold.
Alert, easy listening hip-hop.
And it brings up a menu.
Easy listening hip-hop. Play next, button.
So you have play next, so the new Apple Music, the new Music app also has an up next feature.
Add to up next, button.
Add to up next.
Add to my music, button.
Add to my music, which you can add to your music library, but it would just stream.
Make available offline, button.
Here is the feature that I absolutely love, but I'm going to come back to that.
Share playlist, button.
You can share the playlist.
I don't like this suggestion, button.
And you can actually say that I don't like this suggestion.
Share, make available offline, button.
So when I tap and make available offline,
make available offline for you, my account, button.
It's currently downloading to my phone. So let me go ahead and jump over to the next tab.
Selected for new tab 2 of 5.
The new
Selected.
tab. I'm not going to get into this too much. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Essentially, any new music that comes out from mainstream or indie artists will be shown here. And I think that there is actually an algorithm here that gears what is shown here towards
Next,
you.
tab radio, tab 3 of 5.
Next is
tab 3 of
radio.
5.
Another thing you get with Apple Music is called Beats One. Now, recently, Apple has acquired the music streaming service made by the service Beats. And Beats makes headphones and speakers and all that, but they also had a streaming service. I don't know if you heard my dog grunting back there. She always grunts. You're probably going to hear a lot of that in my future videos. But anyway, so it is the world's first actual 24-hour streaming radio station. So you have DJs from all over the world on the station, from London to all the way to New York and everywhere in between. So under that, you also have the older iTunes radio if you still want to use that.
Connect tab 4 of 5. Selected. Connect tab 4 of 5.
So Connect is where you go to follow artists. It's like Apple's musical social media type thing. I hear that Connect is struggling a little bit. Not a lot of artists know about it, or They already have Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. So I think that if Apple were to make this a one-stop shop for them, so like they post here and then they push it out to all their social networks, maybe it will become more popular.
My Music tab 505.
And then you have the My Music tab, and the layout has been changed slightly. I'm not going to dive into it here too much, but I am going to give you a tip. There's a little button under your recently added albums and playlists here at the top.
More center, J. Cole, capital A, category, songs, button.
The category button.
Category.
And you
Alert,
can
artist, button.
double tap to open this menu, and I'm going to go
Albums,
through it real
button.
quick.
Artists, button.
So you have artists,
Albums, button.
albums,
Selected, songs, button.
songs,
Music videos, button.
music videos,
Genres, button.
genres,
Composers, button.
composers,
Compilations, button.
compilations.
Music available offline. Only show music stored on this iPhone. Switch button, off. Double tap to toggle
And
setting.
I always try and keep this setting turned on when I am at work, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on.
On. My account, button.
And it has now indeed changed. A few more things I'm going to show you here up at the top of the music app.
My account, button.
You have the My Account button,
Selected, library, button. 1 and 2.
library,
Playlists, button. 2 and 2.
playlists,
Search, button.
and search. When you search, you have access to the entire Apple Music catalog, which is 90% of what's on iTunes. Now, Apple's still working to get that other 10% on board, but you pretty much have access to everything. And when you play a song,
Always in my head, Coldplay. All right, Kendrick Lamar. Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories. All right, Kendrick Lamar. Chicken with butterfly. Explicit. Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories.
so if
Swipe up or
I
down.
tap
Select
this,
action. Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories. Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories. Button.
so it's playing now, but, sorry, I turned it down. It's playing now, but the thing about this app is the music player does not show up, and it is not in the top right like it used to be. Between the main menu, the main app screen, and the tabs is now a mini player.
Always in my head, Coldplay. Radio. Mini player. Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories. Button.
Here is the mini
Double tap to
player.
check the mini player. Always in my head.
And when you double tap on the mini player, here it is. So let me take you around the mini player, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I think this is a good place to end, plus I gotta go to work soon. But anyway,
Dismiss now playing screen. Button.
so you have the Dismiss Now Playing screen here at the top.
Album artwork. Image.
You have the album artwork,
Track position. 54 seconds of 3 minutes. 36 seconds.
your track position seeker,
Always in my head, Coldplay. Ghost Stories. Double tap.
the title, artist, and album title.
Love. Not set. Button.
Now here you have a loved button. And what this does is, when you double tap this, this tells Apple Music to curate more songs just like this. And I do like this song,
Love.
so I'm gonna love it.
Previous track. Button.
You have your previous, pause, and next.
Up next. Button.
You have your up next controls, and when you double tap this, it brings up your music, and you can add things that you want to play next. Or you can go back to your library with the Dismiss Now Playing screen button. And if you double tap and hold on a song, it'll give you the option to add to up next. Also, you can use your actions rotor for certain things.
Volume. 69%.
Your volume seeker,
Swipe. Share. Button.
your share button, so you can share this whole album, or you can share this individual song with the built-in share sheet, so you get messages, mail, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
Selected. Shuffle. On. Songs. Button.
Your shuffle on and off toggle,
Selected. Repeat. On. All tracks.
your repeat toggle,
More. Button.
and your more. And that'll just bring up a menu of various things that
Dismiss now playing screen.
you can do with this particular song. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and make a lot more now, and see you later.